February is a month of contradictions. It can be one of the coldest months, and this year we're witnessing in the United Kingdom anyway, a huge amount of flooding, devastation, both in towns and in the country. We've seen on the news all kinds of evidence of hardship, people's lives being turned around, their homes being wrecked. But this very wintry month can also be the month, and is the month, in which we begin to see signs of spring. While it's still cold, it's wet, it's miserable, and most people are commenting on the fact that this is winter, and there's a fear that there's more winter around the corner. Nevertheless, instinctively we're picking up something, and that something is the beginning of the signs of spring. Perhaps some long-forgotten ability to detect very subtle changes that happens at a subconscious level is happening within us. We recognize a change in the light. Maybe it's the depth and the quality of the light, the amount of light, the length of light. Very subtle differences, but suddenly we're aware that there is another season on the horizon. Temperatures begin to change. Although it's still cold, we're aware of sunshine. We're aware of that warming effect as well as the difference in light. There are green shoots, bulbs forcing their way through, snowdrops. All of the classical and traditional and obvious signs of spring. And yet we still have our feet and our lives firmly rooted in winter. Meditation is reminiscent of the changing of the seasons. In the middle of a very distracted time of silence in which we can't still our minds at all, or we feel we can't stop our thoughts, there will be a split second of peace and of quiet, and of genuine interior stillness. And that's the sign of the beginning of something. And just as that moment of warmth in the middle of winter, the glimpse of sun, the glint of light reflecting off new bulbs, shoots that have forced their way through the ground. That actually is the reality to which the sign points. And so that moment of silence, that moment of stillness, is absolutely everything that we seek to achieve. Because in meditation, we're never trying to be where we're not. We are being still where we are. And so at the beginning of today's meditation, remembering that spring is heralded by signs which appear in the middle of winter, it's important that we act properly, that we bring to our minds signs of our intention. And so pay particular attention today to how you are sitting. And I'm assuming that you're sitting in a chair, but you could as easily be sitting on the floor, cross-legged or in the lotus position or kneeling. And if so, just adapt the instructions to where you are. But I'm speaking on the assumption that many people will be sitting in chairs. And so make sure that your feet are flat on the floor. If you're wearing shoes, take them off, so that you're aware of contact with the floor. Close your eyes and keep them closed throughout. Have your back straight, your hands palm down on your lap. To the best of your ability, every muscle relaxed, and yet the whole of your body in an alert position. Don't slump back into your chair, but keep your back straight. Make sure that you remain awake throughout and yet as relaxed as is possible. The object is not to get anywhere or to achieve anything, but just to get to the point, or to recognize that you're already at the point where all that you need, you have. All that you seek, you are. And all that you want to attain is an illusion, because everything is here, and everything is one, and all things are working together. So as you sit, begin to focus on your breath, because all the time we're moving towards that silence. Just focus on that area between the top of your upper lip, and the bottom of your nose. And be aware as you breathe in and you breathe out of the different sensations. The air will be slightly warmer as you breathe out. And try and reduce your awareness, your whole focus, to that area. If you can feel nothing there, don't worry. But just take your mind to that spot and breathe in and breathe out. And as you breathe in, have a sense of breathing the goodness and the energy of the room into you. So if you're taking God's love, God's presence, truth, ultimate reality, the ground of your being, it doesn't matter what we call it, how we describe it, because all of this is beyond words and beyond description. With each in-breath, be breathing in the goodness, the energy of the room and the universe. And as you breathe out any tension, any worry, and be aware of breathing and exhaling what is positive. As you breathe out, not only into the room, but into the whole universe. Ever since the moment of your birth, you've been breathing in and breathing out. You're becoming aware of who you are and where you are and what you are, and of your dependence upon the universe and your unity with it. And as you breathe in and as you breathe out, let go of all thought. Cling to nothing. Worry about nothing. And feel yourself becoming more and more still as the quietness of the room becomes the silence within yourself. You're entering what is deep, beyond words, absolute stillness and absolute presence. And in a moment, our time of silence will be signalled by the 3 temple bells, and the end of our silence by the ringing of those bells again. And all the time, just allow your breath to be your focus. Use that in and out breath as a way of stopping all thought, preventing yourself from holding on to any thoughts or sensations which arise. as you make yourself available to the fullness and the goodness of divine presence.
you.